Faith without works is dead, but faith with works equals the grind. Welcome to the Boss Grind Podcast.
I like the way you do business.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Boss Grind Podcast, where we interview business owners about what it is that they do, why they do it, and how they do it. So today we have a special series of beautiful young ladies that are going to come in and introduce their business and give you all some, how-tos about what is the best thing to do as far as running your business. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce three beautiful ladies. We have Shamika Perkins, Tamika Scott, and Brenda Scott. Hello, ladies. How are you all doing?
Hello. Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you again so much for sitting down and just giving our audience some great information and insight into what it means to run a business. So even though I kind of introduced you, I'd like you all to kind of take a second and introduce yourselves individually. We'll start with Shamika.
Sure. I am Shamika Perkins. I am part owner in Angels of Faith, non-medical home health. It's nice to be here.
I am Tamika Scott, and I am part owner of Angels of Faith.
And I'm Brenda Scott. I am part owner of Angels of Faith as well.
All right. Thank you, ladies. Now, for our audience, just to, kind of give a little backstory, these young ladies are family. And in family, we mean blood. And blood, we mean that this is a mother and her daughters who have come together to start a business. So let's start with Mom. So Mom, you've already introduced yourself. So kind of give us insight on what it means to be running a business with your daughters.
It's awesome. Very trustworthy. We have good communication between ourselves. We don't make any decisions without the other. Whatever changes, we sit down and we have meetings and we talk about it.
Awesome.
Can I piggyback real quick?
Sure, go ahead, jump in.
This has been one of the most rewarding businesses to start and be a part of with these two ladies. Only because, like Mom said, each other. We can genuinely trust each other. We have each other's best interests at heart. Of course, we always have the best interest of the business at heart, but because the foundation and the groundwork is we want to take care of one another, it really shows up in the business. So I just wanted to piggyback and say that.
Oh no, definitely jump in, feel free. So speaking about the business, what is the business? What is Angels of Faith?
Angels of Faith is a home health agency, non-medical, LLC license. We go into homes and we take care of people that can't take care of themselves or just need a little help.
I tell you, not just for elderly. The bulk of our patients are elderly. But the beauty of this business is that people, whether they're young or old, still need assistance. And so we go in and we provide whatever that assistance is, whether it's light housekeeping, whether it's, assistance with making it to appointments, any sort of, we have a registered CNA on staff. So whatever medical issues they may have, we provide that care.
Awesome. So what got you started in the business? I mean, what made you sit down and say, you know what, we're going to go into the healthcare industry?
Mom has been in this business for almost
30 years.
Almost 30 years. Okay. And she was just at a point where she was just tired of working for other people. She felt like I don't want to pull and tug and do all the heavy work if I don't need to. So we just sat down, and to be honest, we started this business, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 years ago. And at that time, we just were all still working other corporate jobs. So we just kind of, let it fall to the wayside. But then Mom came back and was like, I think I'm going to do it again. And that's what we did. We just, pulled our cards back out. we started making brochures and having business meetings, and here we go. Here we are.
Awesome. That's great. That, it's great. It's one thing to, as a family, bring that family dynamic into the business where the people that you're working with, you trust them, their backgrounds. And then two, to go into healthcare, which is so close to, you think about eating and you think about living. And healthcare is one of those issues that is very close to people's heart. So in order to have that, to do it well, you have to go in with that love. So having that family love and then being able to take care of somebody else who you've just met or never met or whatever, it's definitely a aspect or a key. So, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to come back and we're going to go more into the business aspect of it. So we're going to take a quick 2-minute break and then we'll be right back.
Okay.
Floating off the ground when you hear that sound, let it all out. Now get it in, you can feel it like the wind. You can do what you do, but stay who you been. Down, floating off the ground when you hear that sound, let it all out. Now get it in, you can feel it like the wind. You can do what you do, but stay.
Hey folks, it's Jay Anthony here. Are you tired of eating the same mundane meals day in and day out? Not getting any excitement out of your meal prep? Well, check out my girl Tennessee Nikki. She has some great videos on YouTube that can inspire the inner chef within you. And she does it with a flair and a southern charm that makes you feel right at home. So check out Tennessee Nikki on YouTube, and she can give you some fabulous ideas on turning your mundane meal into an amazing success. And when you go there, don't forget to tell her that Jay Anthony sent you. Welcome back to the Boss Grind podcast, and we have the Angels of Faith, these beautiful women that are coming in that are supporting our healthcare industry. So we're going to dig a little bit deeper into what it's like to run the business, both, the good points, the bad points, and then some tips and tools. So the first question is, what has been the best part about running the business?
To be quite honest, and I'm just gonna be real transparent, the fact that we can make money off of just being passionate about caring for people. I think that's one of the best parts. There are several best parts, right? But one would be that we can seriously make money to take care of ourselves, and we're just going in and being passionate, considerate, compassionate people. I think that's one of the best parts. Another part, just from the business aspect, is that I get to work with these ladies. It's back to that groundwork, the fact that the trust level is already there. So when we come in and do business, whether we're going into a client's home to do an assessment or whatever, we trust each other, and that shows in our work. We can just go in and just be who we are and take care of these clients and leave feeling really, really good about ourselves.
Great, great. So, like you were saying, that the best part is about who you work with and the job that you're doing. You're actually putting your heart into it. You're putting your love into it. And like I said, it's a great aspect when you're working with people that you know. It's me being in a corporate industry, and we've all been in that corporate field. You hate going to work. Not necessarily you don't like the job, but sometimes you just don't like the people.
It's the people. Yeah, it's the people. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
And that'll send you back home talking about I need a day off, right? But working with people that you really trust and really have that genuine love and concern for, it just makes this not feel like work. It really does. It makes this not feel like work.
Gotcha. Well, now let's dip over to the other side. What's been the worst part or the hard part about running this type of business?
I have to say finding workers that's compassionate about taking care of individuals regardless of their race. Just finding people that just love to take care of people and looking at it as I do this from my heart, not for what I can put in my pocket. So I think that's been the most challenging.
It's finding good, dependable workers, like employees. That has proven to be a real concern. We find ourselves working a lot because we are passionate about this. And when sometimes we, we'll hire someone and we think, in the interview process that, they're just as passionate as we are, but then they get in and it's totally different. So I would definitely agree with Mama that just finding employees that are really willing to go in and put their all into it and really have compassion for our clients. It's just the hiring. Finding good help.
Right, exactly. And I can see it because the industry that you're in is a delicate industry. When you're dealing with other people's family members, you're going in cleaning up after adults and doing those things. It's not for the weak, like you said, it's not about, even though you want to be able to take care of your own, bills and things like that, but that can't be your main motivation, because there are going to be some days somebody's going to cuss you out, they're going to do something or drop something, and that anger, that that thing that's not really pushing you through is going to make you do something you don't want to do.
Absolutely. And make you leave before your shift over now. Make you leave for your shift over. So having that passion though is imperative in this industry. It just is. You have to really
love what you do.
Absolutely.
You have to love it.
Absolutely. And you have to want to be there to care for people. So that's proven to be something. But we make it through. We make it through. Even if it's just us three, we make it work. We make it work because this is generational for us.
Yes.
Leaving it to our children and our grandchildren, and so this means so much to us. So finding good help can prove to be a little challenging, but we don't give up. We don't give up.
I would say I would agree, and that's the key. You can't give up, even though if it's just one person doing it. You got to get it done, because at the end of the day, it's your name that's on the line. That's dotted line that says, "Hey, look." And then when you get those recommendations or those thank yous that say, "Hey, look, we appreciate the effort that you put in, even though you may go home dead dog tired, but at the end of the day, you've put in your work, you've given your heart, and you get what you give out."
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Awesome. All right. So now, what are some lessons that you can tell future business owners, those individuals that are trying to find something to do or are doing something? What kind of tips or tools can you give to them to help encourage them to keep going?
Well, I say do your research, become financially aware so that your business can grow and prosper. Like really be on it about information.
And there's so much free information out there. Google, YouTube, we have books that we've read. I mean, fully educate yourself so you can know and understand how you need to structure your business, because that is so important. Just knowing about taxes and things like that, you really want to fully educate yourself before you hop out there. And then even to her point about being financially aware, please be financially aware, because there are bills that are associated with your business. And if you're not financially aware and financially intuitive, you'll just, all the money that comes in, you'll just spend it and spend it and spend it. But when you're financially aware, you know that you have a budget. There are several accounts, business accounts that you need, but all of that will come when you do your research. Just fully educate yourself. It's so imperative to do that.
That is a great tip. And that's definitely something. Do your research. You have the heart to do it. You know what you want to do. But if you don't do the right research, you can be a grand opening, grand closing within the same day.
Like that. Okay. Like that. It is something. And then too, another tip would be, don't be afraid to hire people. Please don't be afraid and when I say not just workers, right? But you wanna bring someone in that has information that you may not have. I've had in my other business, I've had to hire an accountant, right? Because I took care of my books for a couple of years, but I got to the point where I was getting confused. So I finally was like, we'll just bring somebody in that has a little more knowledge about that. And for years, I was scared to do that But once you bring people in with knowledge, you'll see your business start to flow a lot smoother because you're bringing them in to provide the knowledge that you don't have. And they're experts, right? So you want to bring the experts in. And when they come in, you'll see your business. You'll begin to take off. But don't be afraid to bring experts in because as business owners, you don't know everything from start to finish. You know how to provide the service, right? You know why you started the business. But when it comes to taxes, be it state taxes, federal taxes, whatever it is, you do want to bring somebody in that really knows and understands that aspect of a business. Just don't be afraid to bring someone in because that can really help your business grow.
That's a great tip. I'm glad you brought that up because oftentimes business owners, when they start out in the business, it's all about their idea. It's all about keeping it so close. I don't want to bring anybody in because they're gonna mess it up, and then that ego tends to take the business down further because, like you said, there are other people that have other information that you don't know, but you're so scared about releasing that information about your business, you end up losing that valuable bit of information that could have taken you 10 times further than where you are right now. So
you are absolutely correct.
That's a great point.
That is it. I know I had the ego, baby, at one point. I just thought I could work everything start to finish. I mean, I'm up 2 and 3, 4 in the morning because I think I can handle it all. But baby, the rest that I was able to get when I finally brought somebody in. So it's imperative to know and understand that you don't have to do it all. Maybe you can do it all, but you want to be well rested, one, because you need to function daily. So bringing somebody in just helps your business all around. It just really does.
Great. Well, ladies, thank you so much for your valuable information and insight and all of that. So again, we're going to give a symbolic round of applause to these beautiful ladies and their great business. And again, this is running a business does not have to be an end all be all. There are great tools, and surround yourself with the right people and you can definitely excel. So this is a great opportunity. Again, thank you all for your time. Now, how can people reach out to you as far as if they want to connect with your business or anything like that?
Sure, they can definitely reach out to us via our email, which is angelsoffaith82@gmail.com. And one of us will respond, and then we can go from there. But they can definitely reach us via email.
Great. So Angels of Faith, ladies, again, thank you so much for your time. Great success in the future, that you grow and you have hundreds of workers up under you, that you're
there we go.
changing the world. All right.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Well, this is J. Anthony Smith with the Boss Grind podcast, where business owners come in, talk about their business, educate, and give great insight. So, check back in with us with the next episode where we talk to more business owners about what it takes to excel in the business area. This is J. Anthony Smith. We'll catch you again. Faith without works is dead, but faith with works equals the grind. Welcome to the Boss Grind podcast.
I like the way you do business.